We all love listening to music when we're driving our cars, and I know a lot of us riders love listening to music whilst we're riding our motorcycles. But is that such a good idea? Let's find out. Yeah, listening to music. I have to say, listening to music whilst I'm riding is actually something that I haven't done in quite a long time. It's probably got to be, I don't know, we got to be looking at nearly 10 years since I've actually done that. Honestly, it's been a long time. It might sound ridiculous, but no, it's not something that I really do. And I mean, in today's video, we're not exactly going to come up with a definitive answer. I'm going to let you guys kind of figure that out on your own, but I'm going to give you pros and cons to both riding with music and riding without music. So, I mean, I think the one thing that a lot of people will say, and I do kind of agree with this as well to some extent, is that music is a distraction. Now, riders have to be more aware than anyone else on the road, because unfortunately you just never know when someone's just going to pop around a corner, hit you, pull out in front of you, cut you off. You just never ever know when something like that is going to happen. Now, making yourself as visible as possible to drivers, for example, having loud pipes, again, it really helps. But if the driver is listening to their music, well, and is listening and listen to it really loudly, then you kind of wonder, well, how effective it's going to be. But the same thing applies to motorcycles as well. You have to be able to hear things. Hearing what's around you, for me, is just as important as seeing what's around you. And yeah, it could make you lose just that little bit of concentration, make you lose that little bit of that little edge that you might have as a rider. You know, just having that extra little bit of awareness can sometimes mean the difference between you surviving some crash and not, or at least evading, or maybe getting away from it, something like that. You know what I mean? It could make a difference. And so, I mean, I honestly, for me, listening to music, I don't do it when I'm riding, mainly because it's quite an inconvenience for me. Now, I know that there are certain things that, or certain speakers, certain headphones that you can actually insert inside your helmet to make it more comfortable. I mean, I've got this intercom unit on the side of my helmet, which is what I have installed, but it does make it a bit inconvenient, especially if you've got, I don't know, like earplugs or something like that, or they're called earplugs, aren't they? Yeah, the ones that actually go inside your ear canal. If you try putting those in your ear and then putting a helmet on over the top, it's awful. It's really not a nice experience. It makes your head feel so uncomfortable. Or my head makes my head feel very, very uncomfortable. So it's not something that I would personally recommend doing. Definitely go ahead and try it, especially if you're planning to do longer journeys and things like that. But I'm actually more than happy to listen to the soundtrack of my bike over my music, usually, if I'm doing longer journeys. So it's not really an issue for me. What would be an issue for me is the headbanging. Yeah, the music that I listen to is very, very high adrenaline, very intense, and oh, it's awesome when you've got Slipknot blasted. Oh. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I mean, I suppose it depends on the music that you listen to. If you listen to upbeat music and things like that, then it might affect the way you're riding, it might not. But yeah, I understand why people do it, to be honest. I get it. I absolutely love listening to music. It's one of my favourite pastimes Definitely let me know what you guys think. I mean, do you listen to music whilst you're riding? I don't know a lot of riders that do personally, or at least if they do it, they don't do it all that often. But yeah, I mean, the thing is though as well, one thing to consider here as well is that you get a lot of sound coming through your helmet, or that wind noise, especially if you're doing even 40-50 mile an hour. You don't have to go very fast to get a lot of that noise going past your helmet. And a lot of people, they advocate wearing earplugs just to protect their ears from the sound. And if you use earplugs to listen to music, then all of a sudden, I mean, you're going to have to start listening to that music even louder, aren't you? I don't know. What's going on here now? You see? No problemo. For me at least, anyway. Yeah, so I mean, could listening to music whilst you're riding a motorcycle actually be even more damaging for your ears? Because it's going to be hard to hear the music when you've got all that wind noise going past you, so it's kind of like competing. And I don't know if noise cancellation tech will help with that. I really don't know. But yeah, I'm going to pop in, get some fuel, and we'll get back on the road. Yeah, so one thing I don't want to do is damage everyone's ears, so I don't really want to advocate for or against. I mean, I know a lot of you are going to make up your own minds about this, and it isn't exactly it shouldn't change what you do. It's just certain things that maybe you should keep in mind if you are listening to music whilst you're riding. I mean, if it's anything like me, the music that I like to listen to, you have to listen to it loud. There's no point listening to it quietly. So this would certainly probably affect me disproportionately to a lot of people, especially those of you that aren't into heavy metal, drum and bass, things like that. You guys know what I mean. But yeah, listening to music is definitely a hobby for me, and I love music, I really do. But for me, it's not something that I'm going to do unless there's very, very specific circumstances, like they fit in my helmet. You know, the earphones fit in my helmet with my intercom attached to my helmet still, because I don't want to be taking off the intercom just to get some headphones in my ears, you know. I don't really see the point in that. So, but I mean, definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If it's something that you do quite regularly, how it affects you. Are you happy doing it, or is there something that, I don't know, that you've learned from listening to music, if you've been doing it for a long time through your helmet? Yeah, it'd be good to know. Woo! A lot of fun. See, I mean, but you gotta love the soundtrack of your bike. I mean, well, on this bike in particular, definitely adds to the experience. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Listening to music for me is absolutely wicked. I love it, but it's not something I like to keep it separate between riding and listening. I keep them separate. Just remember that you as a rider have got to be more aware than everyone else on the road, because you are the one that's vulnerable, and it could be a very, very minor mistake that someone makes that all of a sudden just can, yeah, make your day go real bad. And if you listen to music at that time, then, you know, it might have been avoidable. Yeah, it's up to you guys really what you decide to do, but I don't know something that I could ever recommend. If it's something that will distract you or something that will make you less aware whilst you're riding your bikes, then no, it's not something that I would like to see more riders doing, for sure. But I mean, hey, those are my thoughts, and I know that it's very tempting to listen to music whilst you're on your motorcycle, for sure, because I mean, you know, well, you get to in your car, why not on your motorcycle? So it does make sense. And yeah, I mean, all power to you if it's something that you do. I don't think it's going to be that much of an adverse thing to do, but it's just it could be. That's the thing, it could be. And we work in ifs and buts when you're riding motorcycles, and you got to try and hedge your bets a little bit in certain aspects of safety. But thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little ride out with me. And yeah, I mean, that car is going for it. It's like an Audi electric, an e-tron or something. But yeah, thank you ever so much for watching again. Take care, hope you're all riding safe. Leave a like, hit subscribe as always, guys. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments with regards to listening to music on your motorcycle. And we will catch you all in the next video. Have a good one.